Welcome back, guys. Yeah, if you watched the first half of Bahrain, you'll know what's happened. You might go, oh, I watched the qualifying, Matt, you were P2. What's happened? Why are you P14? I have spun twice at the same corner. Once it was the front end, once it was the back end. These medium tyres have been a nightmare for me. We've still got to go on to a set. Look at this. I'm literally all over the shop now. All of a sudden, I'm all over the shop. The tyre temps are good because we've cooled them down. I don't know what's going on, to be honest, guys. We have just had a bit of a nightmare. We've had a nightmare for 2 laps, and we're just going backwards, and it's really, really gutting. Really, really gutting. There's not much more I can do, really. I thought I was doing quite well around here, but alas, we were not. Like, look at it. It's just the car is just all over the shop now. I'm taking it so steady now. I've got to be so careful. We are due to pit very soon. Even the tyre wear's not bad though. Like the rear tyre actually 47%. That's probably the issue. Is the back end. I think we're due to pit very soon. I'm gutted because some of these cars at the back won't have to pit again. And I don't know we're gonna be fast enough to get back at them. I don't know.
Box. We're coming in this lap.
The pit window is open, so we will pit this lap. Danny Ricciardo's just pitted from behind us. He was the guy that actually, I think he qualified in like P10, did he? I think. He was up there because he was in Q3, I know that much. I just don't know what's happened to these tyres. They just dropped off the face of the earth partway through. It was like lap 14, they just went. I mean, I clipped the curb on one, that was my fault. But then the next lap, the back end just went flying out from underneath us. Now, I don't know if that's to do with obviously our poor chassis that we have. However, we do have like some big upgrades coming after this race, so I am hoping, we go to Vietnam next, where we finished 21st last season. I'm hoping for a better finish this season, though, that's for sure. I might go lean fuel just for this part of this lap, just to see if I can then go for a bigger out lap, maybe, I don't know. Save our ERS up as well. Like Stroll, Raikkonen and that, I don't think these guys have to pit. I don't think they have to pit, which is a bit of a problem for me, because I will need to pit again, so I'll probably drop further back and I'll have to fight my way through. But this corner's been causing me chaos. It always does. That was a lot better that time, but again, I sort of
Car in front is 1.7 seconds.
I mean, it's not smooth, but it's very disappointing. We're up to 13th now. If we had a retirement, maybe. I thought we were down in like 14th, 15th there, but maybe we weren't as low as we thought. Maybe we passed someone in the pits earlier. But right, we're into the pits then. Here we go. Charles Leclerc is in the pits as well. We're just going to do the old cheeky ram into the pits at 200 miles an hour and then it will stop us. I'm actually really gutted. I'm actually really, really gutted. We've got Carlos Sainz is in the pits behind us. Okay, so we do need to make sure we stay ahead of Carlos Sainz, obviously, because he is our rival. Oh, it's such a shame because we were battling for a podium as well. When you go into the pits, I swear you lose fuel when you're on lean. It makes no sense to me at all.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit.
Okay,
You'll receive
right.
a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Right, Magnussen is the next target. Who we got? We've got Latifi behind us in a Haas as well. Here we go. Latifi in a Haas. Matsushita as well is down there. Oh, hello. I need to pay some attention to the race here. Too busy looking at the leaderboard. I don't know. I don't think any points are on the cards now, which is such a shame, because we were genuinely on for one of our best finishes of the season. There was a potential podium, but I guess that's the harsh lesson you learn. And like I said, I like doing it with no flashbacks because it just makes it realistic. You have a spin, you have to suffer the consequences. We were still in about 8th position when that happened. So, there was still a chance. There was still a chance that we could have got up there, but I don't know. Latifi behind us, hopefully he'll start dropping off. Oh, this feels like season 1, race 4, 5, 6 all over again. This does. Being right down the bottom of the grid here. This is horrible. This isn't where we should be. We should be up competing for points, but then again, we're going to have bad races, we're going to have good races. Obviously, like I said, we've got medium traction as well, so that's obviously a big, big factor. I'm hoping we can push on, but Ricciardo's like 11 seconds clear there as well, isn't he? Giovinazzi's in the pits, okay, right. Can we gain... There's 2 people coming out the pits. I don't think we're going to get...
Teammate ahead is 16.3 seconds.
Fastest sector 3 of the race. Okay, we may... Get the inside run here on Giovinazzi. There you go. Right, so we're away from Giovinazzi. That's fine. Up to P17. I can't believe it, guys. I genuinely don't know what to say. Genuinely don't know what to say. I'm absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. Who's in front? Gasly as well. I just... I'm so upset. So upset. It's the second spin that I can't get my head around. It was the first lap I kind of touched, I got a bit too close and I kind of hit the curb, didn't I? That was my fault. But then, I'm sure the second time, the back end just went out from behind us. I don't really know why. Vettel's just done the fastest lap of the race. Great. Like, we were up not a million miles away from Vettel, weren't we? Oh, look at this. These mediums, there's something wrong with these mediums. Jeff's not warmed them up or something. Jeff's done something to these medium tyres. Right, this is where I do what Hamilton didn't do to me and just stay behind him, I guess. But stay behind for the detection zone. Where is the detection zone? Try maybe a little dive bomb, cheeky little dive bomb. Yeah, why not? And we should, in theory, have DRS as well. So we'll have DRS, rich fuel. Let's go for it. We should be able to get away from here. 5 seconds to Gasly.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Oh, I'm so gutted, guys. I'm so gutted. Genuinely so gutted about that. Genuinely really annoyed at myself. I don't know the second one though, the second spin. I just don't really know why that happened. I don't really know why that happened. I don't know, maybe I got on the power. Maybe I have to watch it back myself and see what happened with the second spin, because that's the one that kind of ruined it for us. I'm surprised though, both times we didn't hit the wall, so we basically just spun the car and there was no other consequences. But look how much faster we are than the cars behind us though. Oh, I'm so gutted, boys and girls. Absolutely gutted. I don't know what it is about this corner, but like, I don't know.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.0 seconds.
I was very aware, Jeff. Thanks, mate. Not too many laps to go. The points are going to be miles away now. I mean, I can't see anyone else pitting, surely, not with a few laps to go. Let's go for it. Big push down the straight. I mean, we're miles ahead of the cars behind. It looks like it's going to be a P16. Fastest lap of the race. Doesn't make any difference, though, does it? Unless you're in the top 10. So, I mean, we might just steal... Do we steal that point from people? Like, can no one else get that? If they... Like, honestly, guys, it's these medium tyres. I don't know what it is with them. But they're not grippy on this track at all. They are not grippy on this track. Giovinazzi and Magnussen are battling hard behind me. I don't think I can even catch the car in front, can I? I don't think I can even catch Gasly. It's something to do with these mediums for me. Medium tyres in Bahrain are a big no-no. I think, you know, obviously we've changed to medium traction, but I don't think medium traction is that bad that it's sending me flying everywhere. Like, I'm not overly accelerating out the corners, to be fair. I'm being quite careful with my acceleration. See that acceleration bar underneath me in the bottom right corner there? It looks like it's going to be a P16, guys. We're going to have to settle for that. I don't know where Nick is, actually. Is Nick in front of me? And where's Carlos Sainz, actually? Is he behind me? I hate looking at the mini-map in the bottom left because it's so tiny, you can't see. I don't know. Have we beaten Carlos Sainz? I thought he pitted the same time as us. Yeah, there is a McLaren behind us, so that must be Carlos Sainz. And we're so far behind everybody else now. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we're not even going to get anyone retiring, are we, really? I feel so deflated after that, guys.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need
Are we though, Jeff? We've definitely lost like...
making another pit stop.
Definitely lost like an extra second and a half. At one point, I'm sure it was about 3.8. But okay, Jeff. You seem to know what you're doing, mate. I trust you, yeah? Gutted. The cars behind are falling away. The cars in front are kind of pulling away. Oh, guys, I'm so gutted. I really am. I really am gutted.
Our gap to the car in front is is 5.1 seconds.
I'm not really gaining, am I, Jeff? You're an idiot. Honestly, race engineer Jeff is terrible. He's the worst. He's like, we're catching the car in front. I look at the delta. It's gone up by like 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, false hope, is it? Okay. False hope from Jeff, but okay. I don't know. I mean, the guys behind are 5 seconds behind. The guys in front are 5 seconds in front. So we're kind of in no man's land here in P16. Oh, I just can't believe we spun it twice, guys. I really can't. Absolutely gutted. Oh no, don't. The thing is, you shouldn't have to lift. I shouldn't even have to lift off in that corner at all. Oh, Vettel's out of the session. Oh, I could have had a guaranteed podium. Oh, it gets worse. Oh, it gets worse. Give me a full-on safety car. If the game could just go safety car deployed, I'd be like, boom, in the pits, softs. We'd have a chance. Obviously, it's not going to be though.
Caution.
I can't believe that.
Be aware
Oh.
there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Cannot believe that. Cannot believe that. Vettel must be in first place as well, and he's pulled off. Why couldn't you pull off like in the middle of the track somewhere, mate? Honestly.
Okay, clear.
Absolutely gutted. Oh, absolutely ridiculous. Like, we genuinely, that would have meant, because we were ahead of Bottas by quite a little bit, so we genuinely might have ended up losing out to Verstappen and Hamilton, but we genuinely could have been top 3 then, because Vettel was so far out in front, and he would have just retired. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. That's made me even more sad than I already am. Oh my god, what is that braking? Oh my word. Jeff, what have you done to this car, mate? Honestly, Jeff. I'm going to go lean fuel because we might as well try and save the engine a bit, I guess. 3.6, I'm going to see. Giovinazzi will probably overtake me. Mate, I need to stay ahead of Carlos Sainz, actually. I'm not joking, though, guys. Like, these medium tyres, there is something wrong with them. I'm telling you now. Something is not right. Something is not right at all with them. I just basically need to beat Carlos Sainz now. That's the main feature, isn't it? Oh, it's so sad because we could have had points. Where's Nick in all this as well? I think he's ahead of us. I think Nick might be in the points. Or is that... No, that's an AlphaTauri, isn't it? I think Nick's just ahead of Danny Ricciardo, actually, is he? No, because there's Norris ahead of Ricciardo. I think he's like 11th, you know. But then he's got an Alfa Romeo right in front of him. Go on, Nick. Nick might be able to get points, you know, if that's him. Because he has Gasly right in front of me. I think Nick De Vries might be able to pick up 1 point here. Could you imagine? I definitely think it's better off for Bahrain, qualify on a set of mediums if I can. Get through to session 2, qualify on some mediums maybe. And just do a one stop because I just think you lose too much time. But the thing is, in this track, the medium tyres just seem to be horrible. I don't know why. I just cannot get on with them. I need to make sure these guys behind don't catch me, actually. I've got a lot of overtake left, but... What we got? 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 laps to go, guys. 5 laps to go. 5 and a bit laps to go, right. 3.8 ahead of Carlos. The thing is, one more spin and we're done for. Maybe I should put flashbacks back on whilst I'm using medium traction. I don't know.
Okay, gap ahead is 9.5 seconds.
Yeah, we've given up, Jeff. We've resorted to using terrible lean fuel.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
That's good, Jeff, 'cause I've got 5 laps of the race left. Oh, I can't believe we messed up so badly there, guys. From P2 to P15, that's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. That is really not good at all. I mean, it might not even be a P15. It might even be worse if we're unlucky. Still got to hold these guys off at the moment. Oh, it should get better though, because the car is going to get some mega improvements. The car's going to get some mega improvements. But see, this is why I don't want to up the difficulty at the moment, because, you know, when I'm in a position like this, I'm actually not gaining on anyone in front, and I'm just barely holding for the cars behind, so I still feel like we're hovering around the right kind of difficulty, but I just need to get used to medium traction, maybe. Oh, I'm so gutted. Like, I've said it a million times in this episode, I'm sure, but I just can't believe we've gone from qualifying in P2 to potentially finishing P15.
Battery charge is high. to use that overtake.
Sorry, Jeff. Sorry, Jeff. I was holding on to it. I don't want to waste it too much, mate. Don't really want to burn energy for like no real reason. It's this corner here all the time, though. I'm always worried about it. Always worried about it. We do still have fastest lap of the race somehow, which is a bit concerning. Can I tell Jeff to shut up, actually?
Copy.
There you go, engineer quiet. Absolutely gutted, my friends. Carlos Sainz is going to be pushing hard for the last few laps. I'm just going to save up a bunch of ERS and a bunch of fuel. If I need to go rich ERS for like a whole lap, we can. And we've got a lot of fuel saved up. Giovinazzi will hold him off a little bit. P15, guys. Oh, that's such a shame. Especially after a P5 in Australia as well. I'd like to learn medium traction, that's the thing. I want to push it. I want to try. I feel like full traction, it's just making us too slow. But we're still competitive because we're not making any mistakes on full traction. What do you guys think? Full traction or medium traction? Do let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Obviously medium would be great because it would make us quicker once we learn it. But at the moment it could be very tough on us at the same time. It could be very tough on us. Oh, see, like, I just don't trust the car at the moment through this section. I'm kind of lifting off the pedal ever so slightly. Just lifting off the throttle ever so slightly. Just to make sure we're not going too fast into it. Seems to be working. We're holding these guys off behind, but coming around for 3 laps to go. We're holding them off at like 2.3 seconds. They're probably gaining maybe, I don't know, 0.4 of a second a lap maybe, but I've nearly got full ERS. We've got plenty of fuel on board. They are gaining rapidly down the straight though, to be fair. Might be an idea. Oh, Carlos has just overtaken as well. Carlos has just overtaken him. Do I floor it and keep away from him? I think it's probably a better idea, isn't it? I know we're trying to save the engine, it's only race 2, but you've got to plan these things forward plan. Like if I have one slight slip, we're in big trouble with it. And having a slight slip under pressure is probably something that will happen, knowing my terrible ability at the moment. Like, I'm gutted because Bahrain last year we did quite well on. I think, again, that's because we were still, you know, difficulty wasn't really up very much. He's 1.4 behind. I think it's time just to go rich fuel. Here we go. Let's just try and hold him off now. I think we need to. I really do not trust the car. I really don't trust it right now. Really don't. We need to make sure we're over a second away. Because I don't want him getting DRS, because DRS would be a killer on me. If you've got DRS down the home straight, that's it. Goodbye, see you later. Right, we're going for it. 2 laps to go. We're going full send on the car. Here we go. Rich fuel, we should be fine to run in for a long time. Should be fine to run it for the rest of the race, I'd imagine. Even now, like you can see to Ricciardo just got up like what, second and a half, nearly 2 seconds. But as soon as you put into the like God mode on the engine, you got absolutely flying. Fastest first sector of the race. I'm not surprised. Just wait till we get the chassis upgrades and the aero upgrades. Then we're going to be someone to talk about, aren't we? Also, we're starting to upgrade some durability as well, because I feel like we should improve our durability as well as we go, because we're going to need some of these parts to last us. So it's probably a wise decision. I think we should end up with another fastest lap here, because we're kind of full sending all our kind of energy, all our extra fuel. We are going fastest mode. It's just a shame we're not in the top 10. We've got an extra point as well for it, potentially, if we hold it. Red sector 2, though, not ideal. We're miles ahead of him. We are catching Gasly and Ricciardo a lot here. Just goes to show you that rich fuel mode is absolutely rapid. Probably going to run out of ERS just as we cross the line. It might kick start. There you go. What did I tell you? A 1:30.7. We gained nearly 3 seconds on Ricciardo in a lap. Right? That's kind of crazy. We'll go lean fuel because we've pulled far enough away from Carlos that he's not a bother. We're not chasing these guys down for points. I don't know. I think Nick De Vries is still in the lead of that pack. He's just behind, I'm guessing it's Kimi Räikkönen. He's just behind Kimi Räikkönen from what I can tell. And if he gets ahead of Räikkönen, I think he earns a point. I don't think he will though. Who's going to win the race? Hamilton or Verstappen? I think it's Hamilton, is it? Hamilton followed by 2 Red Bulls. So it's going to be a Red Bull 2-3. Or it might be Bottas, but... Oh, hang on. Carlos Sainz has just got to within... What? Sorry, how did Carlos Sainz just get to within 0.6 seconds of us? How is Carlos Sainz now on me? Did anybody see how that happened? I was just kind of driving along, minding my own business. He was 2.5 seconds down. He's gained 2.2 seconds in, what, a sector and a half? You sure? Are you sure? I'm going to have to go full send for the final part of the race. Are you kidding me? Just to beat my rival, who was 2.5 behind, 2.3 behind. Unbelievable. We'll hold him off, that's fine, but I don't really like the fact that he caught me up so much there, to be totally honest with you. What a terrible race in the end. I'm absolutely gutted, guys. I'm really gutted. Qualified P2. Had a great start. We were never going to be battling with Hamilton and Vettel and Verstappen anyway, probably. But yeah, we spun twice, and that was not what we wanted. So unfortunately, we dropped down to P15. We could have had P16 if Vettel hadn't retired. We could have had a podium if we hadn't spun twice. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the Bahrain Grand Prix. I know I didn't. I'm a bit gutted, to be honest, because we could have been there. Albon got P2. Did he? Oh, unreal. I don't think Nick picked up any points for us. I'm absolutely gutted, man. Nick got P12. That's pretty good, to be fair. He started P14. How did he start P14? Someone was taking grid penalties already. I'm absolutely gutted, man. Absolutely gutted. We genuinely could have been up like 4th or 5th, maybe even a podium. It would have been tight. It's the one-stoppers. It's the one-stoppers that really gained positions. Apart from obviously these guys here, but pretty poor race from us. Hopefully we'll see you next time. We're off to Hanoi, where last season we came 21st. I think we'll do better this year. But join us there for the next race very soon. Have a great weekend. We'll see you there.